We go through quite a few jugs of fryer oil, and it's all soy oil.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the State of Soy. I'm Aaron Putsey, and we're coming to you from the great Iowa State Fair, and we're in front of the Cluck N Coop, which has been a staple and a tradition here at the Iowa State Fair since 2019. I'm visiting with Joe Weisz. Joe serves as really the chef, also the manager. You operate this stand during the fair. First, tell us about the Cluck N Coop. What can we find here that's on the menu for fair growers?
Well, we're a very egg-centric menu, emphasis on the egg, right? So we've got a lot of good staples that are coming back year after year from the fair. So our fried deviled eggs with the devil dip and sauce, that's our number one. Last year we incorporated a kickin' chicken sandwich, is exactly what it says it is. It's a hot, spicy, tasty, crispy, hand-breaded chicken sandwich has been a crowd favorite. And of course we've got the Eggo Fuego, obviously egg in there, we've got some bacon in there, of course we're Iowa, and we also have the Indian fry bread. So that's a nice combination of a little cold add for this hot weather.
So what a menu, and of course we know about the synergies between the soybean farmer and the egg and poultry producer. We know about soy as a valuable feed ingredient. In fact, poultry is the #1 market for soybean meal for U.S. soybean farmers, but beyond that, we also have soybeans connected to the food preparation that you're serving here to fairgoers. Tell us about that.
We order a lot of soy oil. We're at the Iowa State Fair. Everything almost has to be fried, right? So we go through quite a few jugs of fryer oil, and it's all soy oil.
What makes soybean oil such a desirable product in food preparation from your perspective?
This is a clean oil, so you're not gonna taint the flavors of whatever else you're putting in there. So what goes in comes out as it should. The prep is easy for it. I mean, it's always a go-to. Soy oil is always my priority for frying foods.
And you're also the district chef for the Ankeny Community School District.
Right.
And of course, Ankeny being a suburb of Des Moines, just on the north side of town. What do you find most enjoyable, most satisfying about doing what you do, really for people of all ages?
You know, I got into the industry mainly because I loved food and food education. And so being able to work for the school and work with the kids, I get a nice combination of both. I'm classically trained in French and Italian, which every once in a while I get to incorporate a few different skills into the school's cuisine. But for the most part, it's all about just seeing those kids getting high quality food. And you know, we step away from the frozen stuff and we step more into the prep, fresh, whole muscle and stuff like that. To see the kids' face of how they react when you give them that nice quality food.
And lastly, what do you want, Joe, for people to know, whether it's at the fair, whether it's the moms and dads that are sending their kids to school in Ankeny, what do you want them to know about the role of farmers, the role of chefs in providing nutritious but also tasty and delicious food?
Right. You know, I think the biggest thing would be is this, from to understand how much work actually goes into before we see that product. And I think sometimes we lose that appreciation for how it got there. And so when you see this beautiful product coming in from Cisco, from Martin Brothers, from Lafredo, all these different places, that came from a farmer, came from somebody that was working hard to produce that beautiful produce that we then transform to their plates. So, you know, it's just that general knowledge of like appreciation towards how it actually got to their trays, right? Or got to the food stand here at the Iowa State Fair.
Well, Joe, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And
thank you.
Obviously for preparing some wonderful and tasty and delicious treats. And again, the Cluck N Coop at the Iowa State Fair, another great example of the partnership between farmers and the consumers that they work for each and every day. Reporting for this edition of the State of Soy, I'm Aaron Putsey.
Progress is a human invention. We look at our world and we imagine how to make it better. That's the power of human ingenuity. We can redefine what's possible. At Bayer, we're shaping the future of agriculture. Like farms where all life grows together. It's not impossible, it's progress.